Action.
Here we have baby Alejandro. He is a 38-week-old, and we're going to do a newborn assessment on him. So first thing, before I even touch the baby, we're going to perform hand hygiene. I'm going to put on some gloves. I'm going to verify security by checking bands on his hands and feet, ensuring there's a tugs in place. Hugs tag, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is perform my assessment. So I'm going to listen to his heart sounds first. We're going to go fourth intercostal space on the left side. And we're going to listen for a full minute. Okay, so I've listened for a full minute. He is 140. Now what I'm going to do is listen to his respiratory rate. Respiratory rate was 45, which is regular for a baby. Now we're going to listen to bowel sounds. Okay, we do have bowel sounds. So now I can actually start performing my head to toe assessment. So first we're going to start off by filling his fontanelles, ensuring there's no interactions with the curvature here. We do have a spongy open on the fontanelles on both sides. So both fontanelles are open. We're going to assess his ears. They do cross symmetrical across the eyes. And now we can do a pupil assessment. I'm going to dim the lights and check for pupils. So they do accommodate. And because babies are nose breathers, we can assess the nares now. So I'm going to assess each nair one at a time to ensure they are patent. And they are. So now I'm going to change my gloves to assess suction reflex. So I've changed my gloves. I'm going to stick my finger in and ensure that he does have a strong suction reflex. And he does, and the soft palate is intact. We can assess the neck for webbing, and while we're back here, we can go ahead and assess the spine. And the spine is intact, no curvature. And what we can do now is assess for rooting reflex. We're going to assess each cheek, and the baby should turn to the side he is touched on. So, like that. We're going to assess all throughout the skin for cyanosis, on all extremities on the back as well. And while we're back here, we can also assess for Mongolian, which is a common finding that'll disappear on its own. We see no cyanosis, everything seems good. We can count his fingers on all upper and lower extremities, ensure he has 10. Okay. Now we can get him to squeeze our fingers using the palm of grasp, and we can do that on both upper and lower extremities. While we're down here, we can check for Babinski's, and it is a positive on that one. Positive, so that he passes Babinski's. Length of legs, both of these look symmetrical. The arms look symmetrical, even. We're going to assess his genitals, make sure they are good. No abnormalities. We already assessed his spine. And now we can, the last thing that needs to be done is just assess his temperature. So we're going to take our probe and make sure it's right under the arm, not going all the way through. So we have a check temperature. Temperature was 98.3, which is normal for the baby. And that concludes my head to toe assessment.